Oh, this is so specific to a person. But what I will tell you is that kind of doubt isn't going to prevent your manifestations, and it's not really a test. A great example of that was when I was acting, for instance. I always had these tugging feelings that would come up that I was supposed to be doing stuff to teach and to help, and that I was on such a self realizing path that I wanted to express all of that and share that, so I would get these little twinges and these tugs and these pulls. So for me, that actually was an inclination. It was a kind of like an intuitive blueprint that was sort of giving me signs, if you will. So when you're in the magic dark, other doubt can be a test. An example of that would be if this achievement, of publishing a novel, which congratulations, that's so hard for people to get through, so that's huge. Let's say that when you actually go in for meeting with these different publishers or whatever, on a subconscious level, you're still feeling like, oh, I could never get it, I'm not good enough, yada, yada, yada. That's a different test to work through. But that you're actually getting these like flashes or these pulls in different directions or possibility, that's not really, it won't mess your manifestation situation up whatsoever. What I would do if I was in your position is I would start to look if whenever you have been in really transitional to defining situations throughout your life, if you use dreaming about other things or escaping as a form of escape to self-cope. I would look and see if you have patterns of that throughout the time, and see if that's been a thing. Then you can kind of pinpoint, oh, I'm just doing my thing here. That's how I cope, so I'll feel good if this doesn't happen, or I'll be okay if it takes longer. That's something I would look at, but otherwise, it could just be little flashes or pulls of things to be exploring while you're still doing what you're doing. It doesn't mean change your life and go do all of that. You'll definitely get the clear sign when that's time, but maybe it does mean exploring these other things or visiting these places or whatever that could be. But I would look and see if that is your patterning of self-coping, a form of escape. Otherwise, you're totally good to go. And P.S., none of it's going to affect this time of the magic dark. So that would only be other circumstances.